times I'm using a GoPro. Well, not the first time, actually, the first time in a long time, should I say. So it's they're slightly easier to hold. The sound quality is not that great. You really have to think about your environment when you use a GoPro. That's one of the big problems with it. So it's always best to have God, the words escape me now. Like an external microphone. So with the new GoPros, I think they've got dongles and attachments that you can use, Bluetooth microphones, lapia microphones. But the pictures are absolutely amazing. Videos. This is 1080p, 60 frames a second, medium vision basically. But yeah, out for my every other day bike ride. Just basically getting out. I just met another guy who was out riding as well, and he's just basically he's actually come back from Northwood. You probably shouldn't be going that far, mate. But yeah, it's very, very difficult to keep people inside. Very difficult. Just dead, as you can see behind me. Absolutely dead. But with the GoPro, if it falls, I mean, thankfully, obviously, every phone can get damaged, but yeah. But yeah. Okay, so heading home. It's been one hell of a windy ride. So our latest briefing. The coronavirus 10 Downing Street briefing is that they're not going to remove the social distancing, the conditions around taking exercise once a day, even though there were 3,000 people sunbathing in Brockley Park yesterday, and the police had to move them on. Basically, they were sunbathing. Can you believe it? It's basically people just being largely really ignorant about what's going on out there. But yeah, so that's what's basically happening. People are just choosing to flout and make things worse for everyone basically. Vast majority of people are following physical distancing, social distancing. So, but there are a few clowns out there, so to speak. Also, with regards to I was going to say a little bit on businesses that have been shut down on Ealing Road. I noticed that Fruity Fresh is shut down, VB & Sons is shut down now. Apparently, a lot of businesses, I'm not going to mention and take any names here, a lot of these large businesses have been shut down due to the fact that they've been issued fines. Yep, no less, £20,000, £19,000 in some cases. So, rightly so. They're racketeering from situations of desperation, selling things at exorbitantly high costs. So, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. They're also doing, curbside selling, so they're coming out of the boundaries of their shop. So, yeah, again, just another thing basically they shouldn't be doing. So they put up new shutters to avoid that happening in future. But I'm sure these businesses will bounce back. But yeah, if they were charging, there's no issues with you guys being penalised. And Tesco's didn't push up their prices. There was no issues in the supply chain. I have mentioned this issue before. But they thoroughly deserve it. People are queuing outside. On top of that, you're charging them ridiculous large amounts of money for a sack of rice. I mean, come on, have some shame. This coronavirus is going to be over, and there will be a day of reckoning for these businesses. Honestly, really, people aren't going to forget this. They really aren't. Anyway, let's get home. So yes. This is actually being recorded on a GoPro. The kind of good thing about this, I can actually use my phone and just give you a readown of the facts and the figures for today. Bloody hell, I haven't got my reading glasses on, which is the best of. I'll have to struggle with that. But yeah, it's all about coronavirus. Two things. I'm not going to use any more dry lube on my chain. It was awful gear shifting today, absolutely awful gear shifting. And these bibs are really, really crap that I'm wearing, nasty bibs. And the wind was absolutely awful. Still got in 30 miles. Let's have a look. Oh, right, it's not entirely on its stand. But yeah. Let's have a look. What's been going on with this coronavirus thing today? Sadly. Let's have a look. 10 Downing Street press briefing has taken place. Global cases confirmed, 1.2 million approximately. Total number of deaths, 65,000 deaths. We've reached, well, Department of Health and Safety. Department of Health, Safety and Communities, I think that's what it stands for. We've reached 4,934 cases, coronavirus cases, which is absolutely, that's really, really sad. So Matt Hancock, he's basically warned, he's the Health Secretary, he's warned that if people continue to flout social distancing rules, then exercising outside could be banned. I think we did speak about that. Queen's going to deliver a speech, personal message to the nation tonight on TV. It's quite rare. But yeah, it is what it is. Out there are businesses shut down. It's one of the most quietest days that I've seen in some time riding around. Today was exceptionally quiet. Yeah, the GoPro has got its advantages. What's going to be interesting on the GoPro is the audio. How well is it recording audio? You have to really, really be mindful of your surroundings when you're recording with the GoPro. But yeah, 5 things you need to know about coronavirus. It's all coronavirus related. Everything's coronavirus related, literally. Again, there's such a massive increase of social media crap. So much rubbish. Apparently, if you hang your clothes out to dry in the sun after you've been outside, as well as washing your hands and doing a whole lot of other things, it will kill the virus. That's absolute rubbish. The virus will still be there. It will go into a dormant state apparently, and once it's warmed up, it will start. It can be potent. So yeah. So social distancing, it slows the spread of the virus. It mainly spreads through coughs and sneezes. So we've got to help protect the NHS and keep resources for the sickest of patients. Stay connected online. Acknowledge stress and anxiety. So yeah, the entire world is on lockdown. We have to acknowledge that entire world is on lockdown, not just not just the UK. But yeah, there's a lot of information available. Coronavirus status checker. There's a new system out. So there's a coronavirus status checker. So it answers. It's a Q&A basically. It's a Q&A website that's set up by the government, and it answers all your questions which are coronavirus related. It's unbelievable. The sort of junk that we're all being sent on WhatsApp. I mean, some people are going into like, videos that are, approximately like 15, 9, 10 minutes full of just junk. Absolute crap. It's unbloody believable. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's a travesty. What's going on with regards to the fake news? But then you have to look at the other side, which is also negative, which is businesses profiteering from this whole thing, basically. But yeah, definitely this whole coronavirus thing is not great. So basically, Pakistanis, British-born Pakistanis, who have been stranded in Pakistan have been forced to spend thousands of pounds on cancelled flights, which is another joke. British government's been criticised for its appalling behaviour after it failed to organise repatriation flights to bring home, overseas British nationals, basically. So yeah, that's another joke in itself. Whereas they're arranging flights out of Peru and so on and so forth. And Pakistan, remember, it's meant it's going to be one of the hardest hit countries according to the UN with regards to coronavirus spreading, and India as well for that matter. I hardly see any planes flying around nowadays at all whatsoever. No planes whatsoever.